Hi, David Campanile here, owner of Campanile Law, located in the state of New Jersey. We handle estate planning and probate. Today's topic is going to be about how does the probate process work. So before we dive into that, if you want to reach out to me about estate planning or probate for your free consultation, contact me at njestateattorney.com. Send me an email at david@campanilelaw.com, or you can schedule directly on my calendar. If you're on YouTube, it's below. If you're on LinkedIn, it's right up above. So how does the probate process work? This tends to be a question I get a lot from clients that are about to enter the probate process, or they've just had somebody pass away. So the probate process in New Jersey is actually, and there is a myth that entering probate is a very expensive and time-consuming process. It actually really is not in the state of New Jersey. New Jersey is actually one of the cheaper states to conduct probate in. So I just want to break it down a little bit for you guys. So what will happen is after a person passes away, you have to wait 10 days before you can enter the probate process. You'll enter the probate process at the surrogate's court located in the county in which the person who died resided in. If that was a mouthful, where the decedent lived at the time of their death. So what you're going to do is you're going to contact them, the surrogate's court. You're going to schedule some time. We are in the virtual world today, so some surrogate courts are actually, depending on the county you're in, are doing things electronically, where you could submit things electronically or via the mail now, which is making things a little bit easier as well, so people don't have to go out in public. And what you're going to need to provide them is a copy of the will, a copy of the certified death, the original certified death certificate, and you're going to need to provide them a check. And what you're going to be going for basically is, if there is a will, you're basically going to be appointed the executor by the court. You're going to get what are known as letters of testamentary, which basically say that you are in charge. This is the court basically appointing you the executor. If there is no executor nominated or in the will, then basically the court is going to ask who wants to be the executor, and then people will have to go up in front of the court to petition why or explain why they should be the executor of the estate. If there is no will, you're going for what are known as letters of administration. Those are kind of the same thing. You're applying basically to be the administrator of the estate. So after you've received those letters, what you're going to be doing is now you have to notify all the creditors or potential creditors that the decedent or person who passed away had. And how do you do that? There's a letter you would send every creditor a letter, usually via certified mail and regular mail, just notifying them that, hey, so and so died. If you have a potential claim against the estate, please send your claim either to the surrogate's court, yourself directly as the executor or the administrator, or to the estate attorney if you've hired an attorney. Those three people can accept service of the claim. You also will place notice in the newspaper. There is a way to put it in the newspaper. You would put it in there, I believe it's 3 times, to notify any creditors. At that point, creditors have 9 months from the day the person passed away to file a claim against the estate. After 9 months, you have the right to say, no, this claim is not valid anymore. We are not paying this. After you've collected all of the creditors, during this time, you're also going to be collecting all of the bank accounts if they haven't been dedicated to a beneficiary, if they haven't, even if there's other like 401ks, items like that have not been pointed towards somebody directly. This is all going to get accumulated into the pot basically of the estate. What you're going to do is then, if there's homes and stuff, homes, stocks, those usually have to get appraised at the value at the time the person passed away or died. So that is a little bit more of a process, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's pretty painless, actually. And the court tends to be a little bit flexible with it. At that point, you're also going to be filing tax returns. So you're going to need to file what's known as a 706 tax form for estate taxes to the federal government and to the state government. There is no estate tax in the state of New Jersey, so that is one thing you would not have to. You would still file a waiver, but there is no estate tax. Then you're going to have to file a 1040 or 1041 tax form for the year that the person passed away to ensure that all the taxes have been paid. If the person owes money to the IRS will send a claim into the estate, and those do have to get paid. If the person owes money to the state of New Jersey, those would have to get paid as well. What you're going to do is basically then present to the court, here are all the assets of the estate. Here's how much money the estate is worth. Here's how much the person owes. Here is the list of who the person owes money to and how much. We have enough money to cover it. Usually at that point, the court will look at everything. They'll say, okay, you're good to go. They issue you a court order and you pay all those creditors out of the estate account. And that's really everything. There is an insolvent there. And then at the end, after you've paid everyone, you can pay out the beneficiaries and at that point and distribute the funds according to the will with the remaining proceeds. I'm going to jump into this video, probably another video about insolvent estates and how that kind of changes the process a little bit. But in New Jersey, this is kind of like a streamlined, very procedure-esque process. It is just, it's a step-by-step kind of thing. So I hope you found this video informative. If you did, please hit the like button. Please share this out with people. Maybe you know somebody who's going through the probate process or is an executor. Maybe you know somebody who just passed away and is about to go through the probate process. Send them this video, tell them you were thinking about them. If you have any questions pertaining to this topic, estate planning or probate or any other topics in those areas, please reach out to me at njestateattorney.com. Send me an email directly at david@campanilelaw.com or schedule directly on my calendar, which should be below or up top. There's a link right there. As always, I'm David Campanile, owner of Campanile Law, located in the state of New Jersey. We handle estate planning and probate.